Get your daily news fix from NewsSourceCrawler's latest edition, 10 March 2025, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more.
Gene Hackman passed away due to heart disease, while his wife succumbed to hantavirus just a few days prior, according to officials. Rihanna disclosed that she delivered her baby while adorned in pearls and sunglasses. Former James Bond actor Pierce Brosnan expressed that it is inevitable that the next 007 should not be American, and he hopes that Amazon will treat the role and the character with respect.
The U.S. is reportedly halting plans for new military exercises in Europe. Germany's MERS is advocating for European nuclear weapons to strengthen the U.S. defense, with Germany planning to engage with France and the UK regarding nuclear weapon sharing. Poland is pursuing access to nuclear arms and aims to establish a 500,000-man army, commenting that 500 million Europeans are seeking protection from 300 million Americans against 140 million Russians, who have been unable to defeat 50 million Ukrainians over the past 3 years. U.S.-Hamas discussions centered on Eden Alexander, the sole hostage with American citizenship, according to a Hamas terror official. Columbia University vows to resolve Trump administration's issues following the withdrawal of $400 million in funding. Immigration agents detain Palestinian activist who spearheaded Columbia University protests. Iran's supreme leader declines nuclear negotiations with the bully U.S.
Las Vegas Strip achieves complete unionization with Fontainebleau's initial labor agreement. Hudson's Bay in Canada is pursuing creditor protection and intends to reorganize its operations. For the first time in a year, China's retail inflation has become negative.
Sam Bankman-Fried has reportedly been placed in solitary confinement following an unauthorized interview with Tucker Carlson. Meanwhile, a stranded astronaut has expressed belief in Elon Musk's assertion that President Biden declined to authorize a rescue mission, although NASA officials have contradicted Musk's statements regarding the stranded astronauts. In the United States, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has started conducting polygraph tests on its employees in an effort to identify leakers. This action follows a report from 20 days ago, in which DHS stated that it can, should, and will administer polygraph exams in response to leaks about ICE raid locations.
DOJ is reportedly beginning the implementation of a personalized chatbot to streamline certain government operations. In the United States, the House GOP is proposing a plan to prevent a government shutdown by reducing spending and increasing defense allocations, while also introducing a Trump-supported bill to achieve this goal. Additionally, the Trump administration has decided to maintain the merger guidelines established during the Biden era. Increased screen time is associated with the development of bipolar and manic symptoms in U.S. preteenagers. Manufacturers of snacks are taking steps to eliminate artificial colors from their processed products. Men who exhibit anger are often viewed by women as having lower intelligence.
Thousands in Nepal are calling for the restoration of the monarchy due to increasing public dissatisfaction with the political situation. A far-right Romanian candidate who supports Russia was prohibited from participating in the presidential election 10 days ago. Additionally, this candidate was detained and charged in connection with an election investigation. Former Philippine President Duterte dismisses the potential arrest by the ICC during his visit to Hong Kong. He also assures Filipinos residing in Hong Kong that he never committed crimes against humanity.
China warns of intensifying measures against Taiwan if independence efforts rise. China is leading in shipbuilding statistics, which poses a concern, according to an Indopacom official, 2 months ago. By 2027, China will have 12 times more fighter jets than the US, potentially outnumbering the US fleet in crucial areas, as stated by a senior official. The Washington Post reveals that Meta, led by Zuckerberg, allegedly contemplated sharing user data with China, based on a whistleblower's claims. Additionally, Meta is accused of trying to implement Chinese censorship to gain entry into the Facebook market.
Research indicates that seed dispersers assist plants in ascending mountains to evade climate change, highlighting the role of plants in Mesoamerican cloud forests in this process. Approximately half of the well-known tropical plant groups associated with birds of paradise and bananas face the risk of extinction. The study asserts that the ozone hole is recovering due to worldwide efforts to decrease CFC emissions.
Financial Times reveals that Chinese investors secretly acquire shares in Elon Musk's enterprises. Google removes references to diversity and equity from the Responsible AI team's webpage. Trump announces that the U.S. is engaging in discussions with 4 distinct groups regarding the sale of TikTok. Mark Carney is set to become Canada's next Prime Minister after securing the Liberal leadership. In July 2024, an assassination attempt on Trump led to decreased support for partisan violence and heightened group unity. The EU is making plans to allow Ukraine access to the single market as part of a peace agreement. The United States has declined the G7's proposal to address Russia's covert oil tanker fleet, opting instead to concentrate on China. The U.S. indicates that Ukraine is prepared to advance with its truce request. German legislators propose a Euro-eyes espionage network due to doubts about U.S. intelligence, while the U.S. halts its commercial satellite imagery service for Ukraine. U.S. examines egg suppliers amid rising costs. Gucci and Prada shut additional stores in China due to decreased luxury expenditure. Trump administration terminates Iraq's exemption to purchase Iranian electricity. The market for service robots in Japan is expected to grow threefold over the next 5 years. In a groundbreaking development, scientists have created a new micro-battery design that converts nuclear waste into electricity. Meanwhile, Tarlogic has discovered a backdoor vulnerability in the widely used ESP32 chip, which is found in numerous smart devices equipped with Bluetooth, posing a potential threat to millions of Internet of Things, IoT devices.
Stem cell therapy trial successfully reverses previously considered irreversible damage to the cornea. A new cell transplantation technique has been shown to reverse type 1 diabetes. Preliminary research indicates that aspirin might inhibit cancer metastasis by enhancing the immune response.
Number 1 hit and additional songs. YouTube Music Charts, Global Top Songs from February 28 to March 6, 2025. APT featuring Rose and Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile collaboration between Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. El Mayor de los Ranas by Victor Valverde with J.R. Torres. AAJ Key Rat performed by Madhu Banti Bagchi and Divya. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global, spanning from the Friday, February 28 to the Thursday, March 6, 2025. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, APT by Rose and Bruno Mars, Luther, with SZA, by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish.
Nintendo US Digital Top Sellers starting March 10, 2025. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Minecraft, Overcooked. 2. Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Nintendo US Digital Top Seller starting March 10, 2025. Super Mario Party Jamboree Minecraft, Overcooked. 2 Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
CISA Cybersecurity Alerts and Advisories. CISA collaborates with ASD's ACSC, CCCS, NCSC UK, and various international and US entities to issue guidance on edge devices.
One more drop in the ocean of AI. Electric Alexis Nota Gen. Nota Gen is a model for generating symbolic music, specifically focusing on creating high-quality classical sheet music. It draws inspiration from the achievements of large language models, LLMs, and employs a training process divided into 3 stages: initial training on a dataset of 1.6 million musical pieces, subsequent fine-tuning on approximately 9,000 classical compositions using prompts that specify the period, composer, and instrumentation, and final reinforcement learning utilizing our innovative CLAMP DPO method, which does not necessitate human annotations or predefined rewards.